Hi everyone, today I will begin by introducing our case study on state zakat institutions. In Malaysia, zakat plays a vital role in reducing inequality and supporting socio-economic development. Each state has its own zakat institutions which operates under the State Islamic Religious Council. These institutions are responsible for collecting, managing and distributing zakat funds in line with Islamic principles. Their functions go beyond religious obligations. They also serve as strategic agencies to address poverty, provide welfare and empower communities. However, they face challenges such as public awareness, compliance issues and the need for strong governance and transparency. In this case study, we will examine the structure and functions of a state zakat institution, the challenges it encounters and its contribution to society. This will help us understand not only the religious importance of zakat but also its broader role as a socio-economic tool in Malaysia.
States in Malaysia, which are Selangor, Kedah, Johor, Kelantan and Negeri Sembilan. I will briefly share their history and the challenges they face in managing zakat. Zakat institution in Malaysia play a crucial role in ensuring that zakat collection and distribution are done in a centralized, professional and transparent way. Each state has its own zakat institution such as Lembaga Zakat Selangor, Lembaga Zakat Negeri Kedah, Menje in Johor, Ma'id in Kelantan and Mins in Negeri Sembilan. Historically, zakat was collected through mosque or village committee, but over time, these states modernized their zakat system. Today, zakat not only cover for fitrah and agriculture, but also business, income, saving and investment. In carrying out their responsibilities, all zakat institutions rely on the Quran and Hadith as guidance principle. A central Quranic reference is Surah Al-Tawbah verse 60, which identifies the 8 categories of recipient or asnaf. This verse forms the foundation of zakat distribution policies in all Malaysian states. Additionally, the Prophet Muhammad SAW reminded us in hadith reported by Ibn Umar that Islam is built for 5 pillars. This shows that zakat is not about financial management only, but an act as worship and one of the pillars of Islam. In Selangor, zakat was centralized in 1994 with the creation of Lembaga Zakat Selangor under MAIS. Before that, zakat was managed by local mosques that have lacked consistency. Today, Selangor is one of the leading zakat institutions in Malaysia with strong digital system and outreach. The challenges is awareness. Many people still think that zakat is only about zakat fitrah and are unaware of obligation on saving, income and shares. The second challenge is compliance. Entrepreneur and self-employed worker often underreport their income, which lowers zakat collection. The third challenge is administration. LZS handles large amount of zakat fund and ensuring transparency, fair distribution and measuring long-term socio-economic impact remain difficult. In Kedah, zakat management dates back to the 1930s with formal laws enacted in 1955. Lembaga Zakat Negeri Kedah manage both zakat and in-kind zakat such as rice. The first challenge is awareness. While rural communities are familiar with zakat on crops, many are unaware of zakat on salaries, pensions and investment. The second challenge is compliance. Farmers and small traders are rarely keep financial records, making it difficult to calculate zakat fairly. The third challenge is administration. Managing rice zakat requires high cost of storage and logistics, while sustainable program for asnaf need more manpower and resources. In Johor, zakat was managed by Menje. Previously, zakat was collected by mosque, but centralization improved professionalism and accountability. Menje now emphasizes not just welfare but also socio-economic empowerment for asnaf. The first challenges is awareness. Many professionals and small businesses delay their zakat obligation on income and business profits. The second challenge is compliance. Many SME underreport income and view zakat as a burden similar to tax rather than religious duty. The third challenge is administration. Menjay must balance short-term aid with long-term empowerment, avoid overlap government aid, and fairly distribute zakat across rural and urban districts.
For my part, I will present about the issue and institutional role of zakat state institution. At first, I will go through about the issue of zakat state institution. Firstly, in Selangor, many people and small businesses still struggle to calculate the zakat correctly, which causes the underpayment. The large number of payers also create the heavy administrative work, especially in payroll deduction and receipt. Another issue is confusion with tax rebate, where people are not sure how zakat reduce their tax. Although digital payment are available, some people still prefer manual counter, which make the system more complicated. As collection grow, people also demand more transparency in how the money is used. Besides that, in Kedah, some people do not fully trust the zakat institution, so they prefer to give zakat directly to the pure. Many farmers also have a seasonal income, making it difficult to calculate the nisab and haul, so compliance is irregular. Digital adoption is low in rural area, and awareness campaigns are not always effective. Because poverty is widespread, the cost of managing and monitoring distribution is also high. And next in Johor, businesses face a difficulty in calculating zakat for company because it's not easy to match with accounting and tax rule. Payroll deduction are sometimes delayed, especially by smaller firms. Companies that operate across the border also face confusion due to different state procedure. Some people even feel zakat is like a double payment because they already pay the income tax. On top of that, the public demand clearer reporting on how zakat is spent. For the next part, I will go through about the role of zakat state institution. Firstly, in Selangor, zakat is managed by Lembaga Zakat Selangor, one of the most advanced zakat institution in Malaysia. They run a big awareness campaign like Jom Tunaikan Zakat and provide online calculator so people can check their zakat easily. Payment can be made through over 30 channels, from apps to salary deduction, so it makes it very convenient. Lembaga Zakat Selangor is also transparent, publishing annual report and using digital agreement. In 2035, they collect around 1.22 billion ringgit. Besides that, in Kedah, Lembaga Zakat Negeri Kedah focus on reaching rural communities. They appoint amal karyah or village zakat agent to make sure everyone can pay zakat easily. They also have a e-zakat app where people can pay and check their record. To ensure transparency, they introduce sebakat agihan so applicant can track their age status. Zakat calculator are available for income, agriculture and business. In 2022, they collected around 278 million ringgit. And next in Johor, Majlis Agama Islam Negeri Johor manage zakat, wakaf and baitumal. They help reduce confusion by publishing nisab value and provide an online calculator. Payment can be made through their e-payment system linked with the bank. And unique program is Dana Niaga, which use zakat fund to support small entrepreneur. Majlis Agama Islam Negeri Johor also work closely with company to collect corporate zakat. In October 2024, Johor received 288 million ringgit zakat.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurin Hazirah and now I will explain about the socio-economic impacts of zakat institution in Malaysia. As stated in Quran Surah At-Taubah verse 16, zakat is assigned to groups such as poor and needy. Prophet Muhammad SAW also said, zakat is taken from the rich and given to the poor. This can show that zakat is not only charity but also a system of redistribution and empowerment. And now, I will highlight the impacts in 5 states. In Selangor, the Zakat Board is known as Lembaga Zakat Selangor, and it is one of the most advanced zakat institutions in Malaysia. They are focused strongly on education, healthcare and entrepreneurship. For example, many students from poor families such as ISB550 are able to continue their studies because of the zakat-funded scholarship. And next, small entrepreneurship also receive the business capital to start or expand their business. These efforts are very important in an urban state like Selangor, where the cost of living is high. The impact is not only to provide short-term relief, but also create a long-term environment so that the family can eventually stand on their own and even they contribute back to the zakat system. Next, in Kedah, zakat plays a very important role for farmers and fishermen because the economy of the state depends a lot on agriculture, especially in paddy farming. The zakat institution here to support them through programs like agriculture aids, seeds, fertilizers, and even food security assistance. When there is a poor harvest during economic crisis, zakat helps farmers and their families to survive and reduce their vulnerability. This can make rural households stronger against the challenges such as seasonal income changes. The impact is not only economic but also social because of the distribution is done through the Muslim communities and the local leaders, which can increase the social trust and community bonding. Next, in Johor, zakat distribution has a strong focus on entrepreneurship and empowerment. Through a program called Dana Niaga, Asnaf entrepreneurs receive businesses capital and training which can help them to become more self-reliant and move out to the poverty. And many of these micro businesses succeed and later contribute back to the zakat system. Apart from that, zakat funds in Johor are also used for healthcare and education so that the needy families have better access to the hospital, school and long-term support. The impact here is clear, which is zakat does not only help people in the short run, but also reduce intergenerational poverty and support in inclusion of marginalized group in society.
Therefore, strengthening governance, promoting transparency and encouraging innovation are crucial steps to maximize their impact. Ultimately, zakat is not only a personal religious duty but also a powerful instrument of social justice and national development in Malaysia.
Lastly, we go to the recommendation. First, intensify targeted awareness campaign, which is use digital platforms, social media, mosque ceremonies, and community partnership to educate urban professionals, youth, and rural groups on nisab and whole calculation for income, savings, business, and agriculture, tackling low awareness that underutilized zakat potential. Next, boost compliance and trust. Integrate people with LHDL for tax rebates, expand online calculators, e-payments, and apps. Support hybrid model with village agents, counters, and kiosks for elderly remote users at real-time tracking, audits, and feedback to build trust and shift from direct giving to formal channels addressing informal economic issues. Next, streamline administrative operations, which is invest in digital tools for collection, distribution, and monitoring. As example, optimize in-kind zakat, logistic via storage and partnership, use data sharing to avoid overlaps and ensure that urban-rural targeting inspired by Kedah rural focus and Selangor state. Next, prioritize long-term empowerment. Focus on entrepreneurship funds, as example, Dana Niaga, scholarships, skill training, and healthcare for self-sufficiency among Asnaf Surah At-Taubah. As example, track impact on poverty, income, and resilience to support Islamic distribution and national.
To conclude, our case study shows that state zakat institutions play a dual role, which is fulfilling religious obligations while contributing to socio-economic development. They ensure that zakat reach those in need, reducing poverty and supporting areas like education, healthcare, and entrepreneurship. At the same time, these institutions face challenges such as maintaining public trust, improving compliance among zakat payers, and adapting to new technologies for efficient collection and distribution.